Hey everybody, how you doing? My name's Dave, and if you just bought yourself a synthesizer, you can call me Daveypoo, the mobile music minstrel. How you doing? I'm back again. I'm sorry for the short video last week, but man, I was super sick. I don't think I've ever been that sick in my life. It was pretty awful. But my new synthesizer arrived today, and I thought that it's new, and I have a box, and I would do an unboxing video. So here we go. We're gonna unbox it. You should know already by the title that I bought myself a Behringer Model D. I'm very excited about it. I have wanted a Mini Moog for about as long as I've liked synthesizers. And I could never afford one because they're thousands of dollars that I just don't have. But I have $299.99. Or at least I did for my birthday. So here we go. I bought it from Sweetwater. And yes, I will plug them because Sweetwater rules. I dig Sweetwater. You should go and buy stuff from there because they're awesome. If you're in America, that is. I can't speak for them out of the country. So here's all my stuff. And there's the box. Oh, this is glorious. All right, I've been craving one of these things since I heard about them. And then they got the reviews. Yes, okay, this is why we love Sweetwater also. In addition to them just being awesome, I love myself some Tootsie Rolls and a bit of honey. I get their Pro gear. Look at the size of that catalog. It's great. What a great bathroom read. Alright, so this thing has some weight to it, I gotta say. I'm pretty, didn't feel that way in the big box. Because, the bigger the box is, the more, it's more of a mystery, right? How much it weighs, and it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not making sense. Anyway, so there's the box. Looks good. Looks like a box. Yes, I'm down to get inside. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have time to really play with it tonight, but I'm going to do a video about hooking it up to the iPad and getting it controlling and everything, and that might take me a few days because I might have to tune this thing first. But, alright. Where is the tape? There. Okay, here we go. Alright. Let's flip this around. Okay, so first over here, power supply, I'm assuming. Behringer. God, I can't believe I actually have one of these. Yep, power supply. I'm so psyched. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I feel like a kid all over again. This is my very first hardware synthesizer. I've never owned a synthesizer before. I've played a whole bunch. I've played other people's. I've programmed them. I've messed with them, but I've never owned my very own. And like I said, I've always wanted a Mini Moog. That's where the fat bass lines come from. This is really hard to do one-handed. And I just love, I love the funk. I love the fat funk bass lines. All right, let's see if we can do this with my foot. Hey, that actually worked. Alright, so what comes in there other than foam? Alright, so we have the instruction manual, which I'll take out of the bag in a minute. We have the power supply. We have a ribbon cable. I assume that's for hooking it up into a Euro rack, and then a couple of patch cables. And then the unit itself. Alright. I'm gonna have to do an edit. And we're back! Alright. So I just cut open the bag. I needed to do that two-handed. Alright, so let's slide the bag out here. Wow. That is awesome. Oh, yeah. These oscillator knobs feel nice and solid. Oh, the buttons feel solid. Everything feels really good. You know, it's got a bit of weight to it. Oh man, this is a game changer. I'm so psyched. I know everybody uses that term, but for me, this is tits. I can't. I'm psyched. Alright, well, I will be back soon with the funky bass lines and the cool camera angles. A sea of synthesizer. Boom. Cool. Well, hopefully right here I'll cut to something interesting and go. Alright everybody, I'm back. Here it is. The beautiful Behringer Model D that I just opened up. And through the magic of video, here I am with it magically set up and ready to wire into the iPad. It's amazing how that happens. Okay, so I need a few things here to be able to make this work. First thing, and most importantly, I need the iPad camera connection kit. Now, I have both the one with just the USB and also the one here that I have with the extra charging port. I'm going to use this extra charging port one today. So, let's connect that up. Okay. I need a MIDI cable to hook my keyboard into the Behringer. So there we go. There's a MIDI cable. I'm going to run this over here. Here's my other MIDI end. Now, I don't have a keyboard that has a 5-pin MIDI DIN connector. So, I did some research. And I actually watched a video by BoBeats, which I will include the link to in the description below. And BoBeats turned me on to this little doohickey. This is a MIDI USB host. Now, it is not a MIDI USB adapter. It is something different. We have MIDI ins and outs here, and we have 2 USB ports here. Now, let me explain what this is. For this example, I am using my Arturia Minilab Mark I. Now, if you'll notice, the only connection on here is this USB port. Now, you will also notice there's a USB port here. The thing is that the Behringer only supplies or sends MIDI information through this jack. It does not send power. This keyboard is designed to work with a computer, and therefore it requires both power and MIDI through this jack. Since the Behringer cannot send power and MIDI, I needed to get this so that this could send power to my device and then convert the signal to 5-pin MIDI. So here you've got, this is for power, so I have a USB to mini USB or micro USB or whatever this one is. Okay, so I'm going to connect that here. Now I have a power brick over off camera here that you can't see that I'm going to plug this into. So here we go. I got power to my thing. Now I'm going to take my 5-pin DIN connector and I'm going to connect it to the MIDI out. MIDI out into MIDI in. Now, this little device, I got this from Hobbytronics in the UK. It shipped to the US. It was about $50. It's like 46 pounds, something like that. I am going to include a link to the product as well as BoBeats' video where he recommends it. This little thing did the job, and it was the least expensive one I could find. So, thanks, Bo. Okay, now let's finish hooking up this keyboard here, shall we? Let's slide this over a little bit. It's going to be crammed in here on this. It's hard for me to get everything in, but we'll make it work. So, to go from the keyboard to the hub, or to the host, I have this MIDI cable. So this USB goes into the keyboard here. Put that over there. And this is going to run around
And it's going to go here. Boom. Yes, this is a lot of wires. Okay, I understand that. This is part of the sacrifice that I made by not having a studio that's wired up permanently all the time. Now, how do we get sound? So now I've got the keyboard here is hooked up to the Behringer to control it, but so far we don't have sound coming out of the Behringer. I have right here, if I can unfurl it, USB to line. Thank you, Behringer. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so these are mono 1/4 inches. 1/4 inch output. So back here, you see, there's a low and a high output. Now, this synthesizer is monophonic. It only makes one note, plays one note at a time. So I don't need to use both outputs, but I find that I don't want a raw cable just knocking around. So I plug in both. All right. So now the USB end here goes in to my USB adapter. And I got a nice blue light telling me I'm working. So now I should, if all goes well, let's turn this up here. I'm doing this with the iPad or with my phone microphone here, so just bear with me if the sound sucks. Let's open AUM. Okay, let's kind of do this a little bit just so you can see. I know I'm obscuring the synthesizer, but you can see my lovely Captain America t-shirt in the reflection. Okay, so let's open up a channel. Now I'm going to choose input. Again, this is a monophonic synthesizer, so I only need to choose one of the two inputs, not both, because one is a high gain input, the other is a low gain input. If I choose both, I'm going to have a really unbalanced sound between left and right. If I just choose one, it's going to take the mono signal, it's going to split it out to both sides. So I'm just going to pick one right now. I'm not sure which one I connected it to which. Let's see if I have audio. Ladies and gentlemen, it works. Okay, so there you go. And you can see the mod wheel works. Okay, everything works. And that is that. Now I can take, let's do it this way. I can take any of the effects that I have on here. So I'm going to just choose, because this is new and I've been playing with it, having a blast, RE1. And I can fire up an instance of RE1. Let's turn up the feedback. And let's do something. Let's dial in a little more subtlety here. Okay, that's it. And that is that. So now I am ready to rock and roll with my very first hardware synthesizer and MIDI USB host. This was the key to making what I have work with this. And that's always my thing when I buy a new piece of gear. I don't want to have to buy a whole bunch of other stuff to make it work. I want it to work with what I have. So now I can use it with my Arturia Mini Lab if I want. I can use it with my iRig Keys 37 Pro if I want. I can use it with my Keith McMillan keyboard if I so choose. I can use it with my Nano Pad 2 by Korg if I want. I can also use it with my Keith McMillan Bop Pad. So I have a lot of controllers because I like different interfaces, but I didn't want to have to buy a separate controller with a 5-pin DIN connector just so that I could use this synthesizer. So this is the magic ingredient. So there you go. That's how you hook up a piece of hardware to your iPad and you are ready to rock. I am now new into the whole hardware world, so this is a new and exciting thing for me. Sorry about the last month or so. I got super sick, and that's why only the 2-minute long video last week. But we'll get more into things moving forward and get back in the groove of things. So I hope you guys are doing well. There'll be more videos featuring the amazing Model D. I love this thing. I'm not going to do a review of it, though, because there are a million reviews of it. And if you want to know how awesome it is, go watch any of those reviews. You know, those guys are all going to tell you better than me. But we'll be integrating this somehow moving forward. So, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you think. And subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Go check out Doug Woods at the Sound Test Room. Go check out Tim Webb at Discord. Go check out Dean at Electrona Sounds. Go check out Mitch at the Audio Dabbler. And Audio Gus is now doing videos. And Perry Urban is doing videos. And everybody's doing videos. I'm just yet another guy with a loud mouth and long hair doing videos. So I hope you like it. And I will see you guys next time.